Okay, this is my next video. My last one I said you gonna watch again in a little bit and you ain't gonna remember whose side you're on. Well, it's at that point where you don't even know if there is sides anymore. The problem we were having, I ain't heard shit from it. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. Certain family members, most family members, they come over, still nobody's talking, but now they're fighting amongst each other, their family, and you can't get a word with them because they're fighting with their family. It's all fucked up. I don't even, I don't even care anymore. I'm actually on here right now trying to find another topic to talk about, just because I seen that I haven't put anything up here, and this whole mess. There's nothing to even talk about anymore. It's crazy. Sean is at work. My boy's right here, as always. He's always here like a mascot. I got my hair cut off. He got his hair cut off. Sean is supposed to be getting her schedule changed in September, so we're all going to be going to the same church as a family. That's why we ain't been going to church, because she ain't been off on Sundays, and Riley hasn't been going to church because we wanted to be the first ones to take him to church, and we were actually worried about not being able to. We didn't know when we'd be able to, because obviously we can go at nighttime. That's weird, and I don't know, it just is weird. It's not the same. So we're going to start going to this church, and certainly family members are going to think that I'm not going to like it because of all the shit I've done in the past, but it's not the same, because the other two churches is that one dude, fucking the security kicked me out or whatever because I stood up and asked if I could ask a question. He told me no, and I flipped the fuck out. I was like, if I was to stand up and ask Jesus if I could ask a question, would he say no? And he flipped the fuck out, and I was straight out of prison. I was already fucking tweaked in the fucking head, but they add that to, that's the way I look at church. And the bridge, the fucking pastor there was just a fucking cult leader, and sitting there saying, no, we don't want your money, but if you feel it upon your soul to donate, then it would be more than appropriate, so please do. So that's pretty much saying, give us your fucking money. And certain family members would spend so much money every month, money that they did not have, to give to this motherfucker who's walking out here in designer jeans and shit and badass guitars. I think he had a Les Paul Jackson Jr. It reminded me of it because we seen it on TV the other night, and I remember saying something about it. That's almost a $7,000 guitar. He's up there jamming that shit to rock and roll music. I was like, bam! When we got out of there, I was like, rock and roll music, or whatever that music was, I was like, cool. Because, I mean, I like gospel music, you know, some of it's just like, but I mean, some of it, yeah, I like to listen to it, especially Alan Jackson when he sings I'll Fly Away. If you ain't heard that, you really need to check it out. It's really good. Randy Travis, when he sings Amazing Grace, just makes you want to cry, because you're just like, oh. But anyway, but I was like, yeah, that music will keep motherfuckers awake. You can go outside. I was still smoking cigarettes, not these vape. Which incidentally is why I started vaping and quit smoking. Because went outside to smoke, and this dude was out there peddling these or whatever, you know, not peddling, but how good they are, and suddenly had like 10 on him, and we tasted it. We was like, whoa. Left church that night, stopped at Sheets. Me and Shauna both got one, didn't pick up a cigarette since. But I mean, we have picked up a cigarette and smoked. I smoke every once in a while. I just remember why I don't like it, or sometimes just, you know, every once in a while. And by every once in a while, I mean every once in a while. Not every once in a while, like once a week or once a day. I mean, like every once in a while. But anyway, it was that place that got me to quit smoking, just because I was there. But that motherfucker is the reason why I stopped fucking going. Him. That's it. No, that's not that. The rules, but I mean, him basically is why I stopped going. I did not like him. I did not like the way they treated him like he was some kind of messiah. I did not like when we got there. One night, me and Shauna got there late, and we were hungry. We were really hungry. I don't eat a whole lot anyway, but for some reason that night we were really hungry, and they have something where they feed you or something, but we went in there, everybody was already in the sermon, this old people or whatever was in there, and they were throwing away food, and we said, can we have something to eat and something to drink? We missed it, we're hungry. And they said, no, you have to pay for it. I was like, are you serious? I was like, you're throwing the food away. I was like, even if you weren't throwing it away, we don't have money. I was like, could you not give us something to eat? And they were like, no, you have to pay for it. Little things add up to me. They had a coffee bar in there. People go in there and they drink coffee and everything. Keep them wait for the sermon, or just everybody drinks coffee now. But, you know, people, you know, do their coffee stuff. Some people don't have money. It seems like maybe that somebody could get some coffee. They could have regular coffee. Just regular, even doctor's offices and the DMV, you can go in and get a regular cup of coffee. Just little shit like that started adding up. And it was... I was like, this ain't a fucking church, man. I was like, this is some kind of seminar you go to. I mean, really, church is a seminar, but I mean a seminar for real. Like, you go there, you gotta pay for shit. They don't have an offering plate, but they give you a guilt trip out the ass. And I'm talking about people in my family were sending money a month. Alright, tithing is one thing, 10% of what you got. I understand. God says give 10% and He'll give back to you, right? When you're giving more than 10%, or God knows that you are taking care of family with 10%, or you have a family to feed with 10%, God doesn't want you to take food out of their mouths to give blessings. He's giving you that money, in my opinion, He's giving you that money, giving you the job as a blessing to be able to feed your family. He's not wanting you to say, oh, here, take all your money out of your children's mouths, give it to this motherfucker, and then I'm going to bless you with food in their mouths. God's not, I don't think God works that way. I think God gives you the blessing. I think God says tithe if you have it. I think God's saying that don't frivolously waste your money on stuff. If you have money, give it to the church. You know, if you're gonna spend it with them. Give it to God, you know, and all this crap that, you know, He'll look out for you, you know. Look out for God. He'll look out for you. He don't need it. He just wants to know that you're His friend. You know what I mean? Like if I was going to get in a fight with somebody, and you know, I'm 45 years old and I'm getting ready to fight a 15-year-old. That would be fucked up, but... And then I had somebody come was like, yo, I got you. I don't need them. God doesn't need anybody. I don't need them. But I mean, the fact that they were there and were looking out for me, I would be like, that is awesome. You know, I can count on you. God's like, I don't need your money. I don't need your stuff. But the fact that you would give it to me. You know what I mean? But to take and give this dude who's wearing this designer shit, who's on YouTube TV, pretending like I got a YouTube channel. I ain't a rock star. I wish I was. But see, I'm an instrument connoisseur. But this dude's on here preaching across the fucking country on his, you know, whatever you call that, the Billy Graham shit on TV. He's preaching across the country. And he wants to come on these poor motherfuckers and say, we don't want your money, but if you feel it on your heart, give us the money. Motherfuckers are gonna feel it on their heart. You know what they're feeling? They're feeling guilt. Like, oh my God, yeah, they're feeling guilt. That's not cool. That's not good of a preacher. That's not good of a preacher. You pass a fucking offering plate around, people have it, they give it to you. You know what I mean? You have them little fucking cards that they used to have that you don't have money on you or whatever, fill it out. You know, if you have money to give right then, Don't send out a thing where out of every paycheck you sit down and you write your thing and send it in to them. What the fuck? You know, you ain't got money. You're sitting there later on that week. You're like, do we have anything to eat? No, we ain't got nothing to eat. We need to get whoever shoes. You know, we need to get this and that. You have to wait till the paycheck, or we ain't got it right now. Why? Because I sat there and paid the bridge. I sent all my money to this motherfucker. Where's it at? Did this motherfucker donate a star to somebody? Did he spend 35 cents a day to help the homeless people over that motherfucker? No, he took food out your kid's fucking mouth. For what? Because you felt it on your heart? Huh? You felt it on your heart? That you wanted Jesus' blessings? That you thought your blessings were going to get took? I don't think that's the way God works. I really don't. You know, I got a relationship with God. I talk to God all the time. You know, that makes me fucking crazy sometimes, I think, but I pray to him every night I talk. I've told my family this. I cuss in my prayers. I'm not a hypocrite. I sit there and say, God, what the fuck? I had a shitty day, because I'm not going to be somebody who already knows I am. I'm not going to be fake. I think I got a pretty good relationship with God. The God I know, the God I talk to, doesn't work that way. I don't think he works that way. Okay? I go to God and I say, God, we don't have no food in this house. We're hungry. Please help us. Never, ever do I think God would be like, you don't have food in this house? What do you have? Give 10% of what you have. You know what? I'll throw you some food. You know what that is? That's a mobster. That's a loan shark. Okay? That's when you go to him and you be like, look, I need this. I'll tell you what I'll do. You do this for me and I'll do this for you. That's not somebody who's full of pure fucking love. In my opinion, the God I talk to, my Jesus Christ, the one who died to save me from my sins, okay? The one who did it full of fucking love, okay? That's not the dude I talk to. Now, maybe I'm not going to church, and that's the reason I don't know what's really going on. But the church I went to there, that's not the God I talk to, by any means. I don't like going to some churches. The reason everybody doesn't like going to church but that's always been when I was younger, like sitting there and it's all boring and the thing. Well, that's always been when I was younger. You're all tired and shit. And you ain't got the attention span for it. But I don't mind sitting there listening to the sermon. You know, I like it. You know, I like the Bible. I dig the stories. You know, I dig the history. I dig, you know, learning what happened. I dig different points of view about what happened. Okay? And I like people that get on there, stage, podium, whatever, and put it into, you know, layman's terms so everybody can understand it, what the Bible's saying under their interpretation or whatever, and getting you to see stuff a little bit different, or getting you to understand stuff you might not have. I like that. It's a great gift. It's a, you know, gift of words. It's a powerful gift. Okay? But when you use that power to your own advantage, or your friends, whoever your fucking friends are back in behind the scenes, use that. I don't think that's what God picked you for, boss. I don't think he did. I really don't. That's the reason I stopped going there. The first day I ever went there when I got out of prison, after that other fucker. Fuck him! He used to work for the federal marshals, really? Maybe that's why he's all paranoid and got a stick up his ass. But anyway, and he ain't working there anymore. I'm just saying, I ain't even, you know, I don't want to be the one to gossip, but he don't even work there anymore. Fuck him. But no, you can't ask a question. What? And certain people in my family was like, he works hard on that sermon all week long. This ain't a job. This is a calling. He's here to teach. If I stand up and I have a question, it might be, and probably is, the same question other people have, and might get them to listen more. Okay? What if God put it on my heart to stand up and say that? Okay? What if? What would have stopped him from saying, yes, what's your question? I wasn't going to be like, do you care if I go to the bathroom? What if I had a genuine question to get me to understand more of what his sermon was saying for God to reach me? What the fuck kind of preacher does that? I don't give a fuck if you've been working 6 fucking years. 10 seconds is not going to fuck up your sermon if you've been working all week. If you've been working all week and 10 seconds fucks you up, you're a shitty fucking talker. You're a shitty preacher, you're a shitty learner, and you don't need to be leading your little crowd right here. They don't need to be following you. If you can't answer questions and you can't pause and they're not important enough for you to step back, let them understand, that ain't your calling, dude. That ain't your calling. But enough about him, you done got me on another level. First day I went to see Mr. Pastor David, I walked up to his ass and I said, good sermon. It really was. Good sermon. I walked up, security guards surrounded me. Wouldn't let me get up to him. I said, who is this motherfucker? You know, he's scared of assassination and shit. What about God is gonna protect me? Why does he fucking need security guards? If his time to go, it's his time to go. If God calls him home, God calls him home. What does he need security guards for? Jesus didn't walk around with security guards. He had faith that God was going to protect him. He's got all this faith and everything. God called him to be a teacher, put it in his heart to be a teacher. Shouldn't he have the faith? You know, hey, I don't need to fucking hide. Why am I going to hide behind these people? If somebody's going to come up and kill me, God's going to keep me alive, or God's going to call me home, because my time on this earth is over. My time to go home is now. I've served my purpose. No, you don't have fucking security guards, you dumb motherfucker. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm probably not the only one in this world, Mr. Pastor David, who has talked fucking smack to you. I'm not. You are a good talker. You could have done good fucking things, and I've said it before, I honestly think you started off doing the right thing, and I honestly think you started off on the wrong path, but I think fame got in your head, and you went the other way. The road to hell's paved with good intention. The road to hell's paved with you being a dick and being stupid. And thinking maybe you care about these people, but you don't. You care about how you look. You ain't behind the scenes with these people that ain't got no fucking money where you put it on their heart to donate. They already know to donate if they put it on if you put it on their heart. You say no offerings required. Motherfuckers that feel it from God on their heart are gonna donate money, whether you say that or not. You don't have to put that guilt trip on people. You don't have to do it. People are gonna come up. If God says, look, you did this for me, do this. They'll come up and say, I want to donate this. You don't have to put that guilt trip on people. There's so many times. I've had this argument with my wife so many times. I'm not the only one that thinks like this. I know for a fact in this whole fucking church, I'm not the only one that thinks like this. It's funny, when I was younger, I wanted to be a youth minister. Ironic as that may seem. All the cussing and shart I do now. I enrolled into Roanoke Bible College. I didn't get accepted because I was locked up at the time, but you know, jailhouse religion, everybody finds it there. But I wanted to be a youth minister because I am a good talker and I am good with words, and I would love to teach kids. My nieces, I talk to them all the time, you know, by themselves. They listen to me because I talk to them like, you know, they're humans instead of the little monsters they are. I love all of you. Peace. They listen to me, and I would have loved to have been a youth minister. I actually felt like I had the calling. You know? Didn't turn out that way. Didn't turn out that way. Now, all the things I've been through, if you're listening to this and you know me, you know there's no way I could get a job as a freaking youth minister. And if you don't know me, I'm not a child molester, so don't think that. It's got nothing to do with I can't be around kids. So don't think that. It's not like that. But, it just wasn't meant to be for me to do that. It still gets me sick to my stomach. Actually, I don't feel sick to my stomach right now. It feels pretty good to talk. I'm looking at myself right now. It's pretty still weird, but yeah, I'm not going back to that church. People think I'm not going to like this church we're going to. The reason I'm going is because I want my family to go to church. I want Sling Pen right there. I want him to be around other kids, and I want him to have the choice whether he wants Jesus in his life or not. I'm not going to force it on him. You know, you can't really. If you Bible beat somebody, browbeat somebody, then it might work for a while, but then after a minute it's going to get on their nerves. That never happened to me. Don't think that. That never happened to me on that. Like I said, I'm still Christian. Catholicism. The whole praying to Mary, to pray to Jesus, that whole thing don't make no sense. I might not know enough about it, but it's not for me. I don't understand why there's so many different types of the same religion that don't like each other. Doesn't make sense to me. That's why I don't get into the politics of all that. I have my own relationship with God. I talk to God. Me and him get settled. I donate stuff. Not in a way like that. Like the other day, Shauna was just talking about this yesterday. We went, and this woman was out there at PetSmart, outside of PetSmart. I don't know if I could say that, because she was outside of, I just bleated it out. And she was like, I know you don't believe me, but my husband beat me, and she's famous now. And she was like, it's 100 degrees out here, if you got any money. I was like, I ain't got no pennies. I was like, I'll give you the pennies. And I just gave her the pennies, out of there. Wasn't even thinking about that, but opened the car door, and I brought out 2 bottles of water when we left the house, 2 cold bottles of water, and I grabbed the cold bottle of water, and I said, look, I think you need this more. That's what I call donating, okay? That's what I think God wants me to donate. I think God wants me to see people in need and help them if I can. That's what I think God means, okay? I think things have changed since back in the day, okay? I think tithing, the whole 10% thing, I think shit might have changed just like shit changes, you know what I mean? I mean, just like styles of clothes change and the value of money changes, people say the Bible's the same now, forever, and always. That's not true, because God said in the Old Testament, your brother slaps you, eye for an eye or whatever. And in the New Testament, Jesus said, you've heard it said, somebody slaps your right cheek, turn to the left also. I say, no. Okay, so that right there says shit does change. And it changed with the coming of Jesus. So shit does change. So, I mean, the tithe, might have been misconstrued a little bit. Now, I don't think you're going to get to heaven and God's going to be like, Joe, you donated water, gave some pennies, you did not give 10% of what you had. You didn't do that. But God, we were going to get my kid clothes for school. We were going to get him a haircut. No. You had that money. You should have given 10%, and I'd have made sure he had that. I highly doubt it. Okay, this is the God I talk to every night. Everybody might be talking to somebody else, and if I'm talking to the right one, then all y'all are screwed, but Nah, wouldn't that be funny? I'd be up in heaven alone. I'd be like, for real? I don't want to be here alone. Well, I probably would want to be there, but anyway. I don't think God's going to do that. Like I said, a whole lot of stuff in the Bible might have... Not saying it's wrong today, it's all right today, and even if you don't believe in the Bible, you can't go wrong by reading it, okay? It's the perfect lesson, it's the perfect way to, for the most part, it's the perfect way to live a good life, okay? But I think some stuff has changed a little, you know what I mean? It can be misconstrued a little, and shit was a whole lot stricter back then, and not just for the fact that the world's gone to hell, you know, simple shit like women getting jobs. I mean, all these people that are Bible, you know, hey, don't do this and don't do that. People in the old whatever, the women didn't have jobs, you know, but they aren't following the Bible to a T like that. People that go to church, you know, they're getting divorces, they've cheated on their husbands, they've done all this shit. You know, God forgives it all, you know what I mean? And all He wants you to do is straight up be honest, man. He's watching anyway, you know? All He wants you to do is be like, I know you can beat this 15-year-old kid's ass, but I'm here if you need me. That's all He wants. He wants you to know you're there and you recognize that He's doing shit, you know what I mean? That's what I think, in my opinion. I have so many opinions. In my opinion, that's what I think He wants. You know, He's all powerful and He don't want people sucking up to it. Hey, God, we love you so much. You're fucking awesome. He don't want to be a superstar. You know, He don't want to be on YouTube getting famous. He wants some friends who like Him and love Him just because He's Him. Just because He looks out and He does shit, man. He don't want to be a superstar. Dude's full of love, you know. He cares about everybody, and everybody's always fucking him over. But He's a good friend, you know, a good friend. That's where the forgiveness comes in. When you do something wrong, a good friend, good family members, that's all petty shit. You know what I mean? It's all petty shit. And He forgives you, you know, if you just come to Him and say, not in your prayers and stuff, like, oh God, forgive me this, forgive me that, but if you just come to Him and you're like, you stop and say, God, I'm sorry, I am sorry, I didn't do that to hurt you, you know, I smacked my kid, I broke something, I did whatever. I didn't do that to hurt you. I really didn't. And I know it did though, because you hate seeing me do stuff like that to myself. You know, you say my body's the kingdom of heaven, you know, my body's the kingdom of God, and I'm destroying the kingdom of God by vaping. You know, I'm not doing that to hurt you. I'm doing that because I'm stupid. Forgive me, God, in my prayers. Now lay me down to sleep. Forgive me, God. If I die before I wake, pray you, Lord, my soul today. Saying nursery rhymes and shit. I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, I vape. You know, I'm probably not gonna stop. When I stop, I stop. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I'm not doing this to hurt you, to spite you, I promise. I'm not like, God, ha, you're not my savior. Ha, watch this. Kingdom, didn't it? I'm not doing that to hurt you, God. I'm sorry it hurts you, you know. I'm sorry, you know. I love our relationship, I really do, and I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm really not. You know, I think that's what God wants, honesty. I don't think He wants nursery rhymes. I don't think He wants all your money. I just think He wants to know that you'll help people if they need it. I think He wants to know that if you have enough, if you have extra, He don't want you going out to the movies every night watching the same shit while other people go hungry without food in their mouth. While you see that one little kid walking around with broken shoes and ripped pants, and you pass him on the way to get a video game. I don't think he wants you to do that. I think he wants you to stop and say, hey, come here. I think if you are in the grocery store line and you see some people that are poor looking or whatever, or don't really have enough money, yeah, you don't really have enough money to pay for their groceries, or they look like that, and you have plenty, say, hey, cashier, I got them, let me pay for that. That's been happening a bunch of times. We've seen the pay it forward thing, like I'll pay for them, and then the next person will come forward and pay for them. Stop it. The rest of them were, boy, you say, God forgives me for that. I hope so. The next person will come forward. You see the look. Parents give the kid the look. But anyway, and they'll pay for the next one, and people pay it forward, kindness begets kindness, and hate begets hate, and that's the kind of world I think God wants to see. I don't think God wants you to take your paycheck and write in money to a place like that. If you feel like doing it, and you really do feel like doing it, and it's for a good cause or something, I can't call you there. Alright, I'm not trying to be a leader. I'm just trying to say, in my opinion, this is what the God I pray to, this is what I think He wants, okay? And it really upsets me and frustrates me, because God's been decent to me, man. He really has. I've done a lot of shit bad, okay? Done a lot of shit good. Not save the world good, but as far as been kind-hearted to people, like that woman the other day with the water bottle. Small, it felt good to me. Okay, it really did. I don't care about the pennies. I don't know what she did with them. You can't even put them in a bubblegum slot. I ain't had no rolls for her to put them in. I don't care about that, but I really felt good because she looked hot. Okay? Now, does that outweigh the bad stuff that I've done? Just saying that compared to... No. Okay, no. Did the bad stuff I do make me feel bad? Yeah. Did the bad stuff I do make me look at God and feel ashamed and feel bad? And not even make me want to look at Him? But still not being able to stop saying, I'm sorry, God. Please, I'm sorry, God. And still ask for help from Him. Still ask for help from Him. I turn to Him. Even when I fuck up, I turn to Him. All them times I did bad. Most of them I got caught. But to be able to turn to Him after giving a girl a water bottle and having her, she's cool now, because you know how good it feels to drink water. I find myself, me and Shauna both will hear sirens, and we'll stop and we'll say, I hope they're okay. Not even know what's going on. That's the kind of stuff I think God wants. He wants you to be a good person. He wants you to acknowledge Him and know that He's there, and know that He can snap you just like that, and know that you're one of trillions and zillions and gazillions, not nowhere near that many, but that have come and gone on this earth, and you still stop, one of nothing, and to Him, you're one of everything. You're, your own single. He loves you just as much as He loves everybody, and for you to stop and look at Him and acknowledge Him, knowing He doesn't need your help at all, knowing He can snuff you out, blow this world up, but He'll still help you out, and sometimes He'll even let shit happen to you. Bad stuff, He'll let shit happen to you just so you'll get in trouble and just so you'll feel bad, just to make you look at him and be like, whatever, you're right. Okay, you're right. Whatever, you're right. Yes, you're right. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, God. Yes, you're right. No, I'm sorry. Really? No, I really am sorry. Please forgive me. I really am sorry. You know, I'm joking and stuff, but... And God, I think that too. I joke with God in my prayers, you know, and sometimes when I'm praying to Him, lots of times I'll be like, I hope you're doing okay, God. Because you know He gets sad a bunch. You know He's sitting there, He's like, oh my God, all these people on this earth can't be that stupid. Especially if the Bible's right and this mark of the beast comes, and if it's something like a microchip that they're like, hey, place it in your hand, you know, where you can only buy food, or your forehead where you can only buy food if you get it scanned right here. Who in this world that knows the Bible is going to be that fucking stupid not to put two and two together, that you can only buy food with that? Who's not going to associate that with the mark of the beast? Who's going to be that fucking stupid? A lot of people, a fucking lot of people are going to be that stupid. Not me. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to tell you one thing, God's going to be up there like, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be. He's probably already up there like that with iPhones and iPads and shit. He's probably like, yeah, I know, right? He's probably already up there like, this is stupid. But that mark of the beast comes, see, this is what I'm doing is I'm training. I already don't eat shit. I'm training for the mark of the beast. When that bitch comes, I'm going to be a hacker. I'm going to be like, yo, you don't need to use that shit right there. Let me hack into something else or whatever. Nah, I need to start making like I need to start saving like, quit. I'm going to eat hams is what I'm going to do. Sell them off. Ribs, $20 a piece. What I need to do is I need to start like saving cans of beans and shit and ramen and... Anyway. Crazy. I just spent a lot of time talking about that. I could talk about that shit all day. The Bible's very interesting. God's very interesting to talk about. It really is. Especially, but the thing is to debate about Him, man, that can get into some heated arguments. And that's not good either. God don't want that either, I don't think. Especially when it's between two of the same religion, like Lutheran and Baptist. Lutheran, I don't even know what the fuck they're about, but I mean, I know they came from a... Look, of the same religion arguing, that blows my mind. But like certain opinions on certain stuff in the Bible or whatever, and you get to talking with somebody and y'all have different opinions, y'all can get mad at each other. I mean, mad where you won't even talk anymore. And you're like, damn. Because you just, it starts off, yeah, we're debating and, you know, debating, I don't mean fighting. I mean both standing up there, sharing their point of views, you know what I mean? Back and forth. You know, you're right, I'm wrong, right. But not in a mean way. You know, they even got the shit in school. The debate team. I'd have failed that motherfucker. Because I'd have got up there and I'd have been like, you're wrong. Fuck out my face. No, I wouldn't. But, I don't think. Unless I ain't like the person anyway, and then that was an excuse for me to say that shit. But, nah, I wouldn't. But, that's a nice boat, but I'm watching straight. Alright, sitting there out and getting some beast arguments, and I don't like that. So, but I'd like to say that going to the same church is going to bring my family together. The sad thing is all of them already go to that church, and, well, you see what's happening. They probably act at that church, and they probably go get something to eat after that, and then split ways. Certain people ain't been around here so long, I don't even know how shit's going. So, certain people I hadn't seen in a while came over. So that was pretty cool. In the YouTube video I wanted everybody to watch, I've shown quite a few people, and they watch it and they kind of agree, but they don't say nothing else. One of the people that I've showed completely agrees with it and wants to speak up on what it is, but wants everybody there behind them to speak up while they say what they need to say, which is a good thing. I think everybody needs to be here together, like I've said, and everybody stand up and everybody will have everybody's back. Even people that I don't like in this whole scenario, which is several, for several different reasons, I'll stand up and I'll back every single each and one of them, you know, on their point of view. You know, I'll speak with them so they don't need to be scared, you know. But I just want it to happen. I've tried to get certain people to watch it and they will not watch it. I've tried to pass the word along for certain people to watch it. They will not watch it for some reason. I don't understand. Some of the shit I said was heated, but I speak in such a weird, metaphorical, fucking weird way that it doesn't make any sense anyway, unless I straight point out what I'm talking about. It's just hard because I don't want to call anybody out. I'm not trying to straight call. I don't want to cause a fight. I just want everybody to get along, and I think the time is happening for a reason. God, all the bad stuff I've done loves me regardless. Family, bad stuff, I don't need to say nothing else on that part goes. I think we should talk. I think all of us should talk. So one thing they do is look at the video and see how long it is. But the fact that I say that the video is this long and it's all on one topic should... I've actually said it's about the family. You should watch it. No dice. They don't have the time or the patience or don't want to hear it. It makes me sad. It makes me real sad. My wife's watched it several times. She's the only one that straight up verbally agrees with every word I say. Complete backup. Complete backup. Everywhere I say. That girl's followed me everywhere. Complete backup. Maybe sometimes everybody just needs to pretend to have the strength. Just pretend. Get over here. This is my family. Good news is I still get to see my nieces. I like my nieces. Love my sisters.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey. Love all you guys. I mean, I really do. I really love all of you. And we have such a good time together when we're all... Such a good time together. It's inevitable. Whenever we get together, we fight. It's inevitable, but God, I miss that. Maybe this one thing. Maybe it's my coffee. I can drink it if I wanna.
Shut it.
Maybe it's not even about this thing. that I think it's about. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it is, but maybe it's just an excuse. Maybe it's just that time has passed. I mean, maybe I'm just romanticizing it because it's not here. Maybe I just want to go home to the home that was. I've thought about that so many times, but it's over that way. We could just. I mean, even when my sisters leave, I hug them. And I'm like, I love you. And I really am saying it like, and it doesn't feel reciprocal. A saw pops into my word my head when I think of that for some reason, just because I've been using it. But I canceled Spectrum TV. It was $110 a month. Got YouTube TV. $50 a month. Mom was mad at me and won't even watch it. Trying to be responsible. Seems I keep fucking up. Pour me another shot of whiskey. Ain't done drugs and alcohol in a minute. Except for my medication. Adderall's a motherfucker, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. Phenobarbital's a motherfucker, apparently. It's what, a barbiturate? That doesn't bother me. I've been on that shit forever. It doesn't even fucking bother me unless I don't take it. Lamictal, apparently if I stop taking it, I'll go fucking psycho, but I've been on them for a minute. Pyramate, I don't even, fuck it, that's just a little bit pill. I think they're just giving me that for whatever. Klonopin is a motherfucker. It don't even do nothing to me. Nothing. Xanax, I take a Xanax and an hour later I'm unfucking conscious. I won't even remember going to sleep. I really won't. That's a dangerous drug. Anyway, because I was on Xanax and Adderall. Because I was on Adderall because I was abusing it, snorting the shit out of it. And then I would take Xanax to come down. And Xanax would knock me out. But I was taking the 2 milligram pills, the bars. But I would take one and bam, I'd be gone. But anyway, I've been off drugs and alcohol for a minute thinking, I used to drink so much beer, that's the last one I was really on. And the thought of it now just, I don't understand why people get drunk. It just doesn't, it's always like that when I quit something. When I'm drunk, I'm like, how am I gonna quit? But then once I'm off, I'm like, why was I doing it? Like weed, I love smoking weed, you know, and right now, if it was legal and if I could, and I would probably smoke weed, you know. And I could go get it right now. I could go get some weed. And I'm off probation finally, but I don't want to deal with the headache of it. I don't want to deal with going to get it. I don't want to deal with the weight gain, the price change, the fucking hiding it, the food, the certain people in my family that sneak it and smoke a fucking ass load of it. In the bathroom, that irritated the fuck out of me, but, you know, just to go to work or whatever, but whatever. I always took the my side of the story was probably wrong because it's just what I saw. And in certain drugs, I love to death and then hate and never understood why. But I've been off all that shit and I'm okay. Was on drugs since I was. Certain family members got me to smoke my first joint, the first drug I ever did. The one family member I never thought would have. From then on, it was a wrap. I was 13 and been on drugs since 37. 5 years, 24 years. Obviously not every fucking day, but I mean, I've had splurts of quit, but didn't never go to NA meetings. Always, I mean, I have found some good contacts there, so I didn't go. AA meetings went because I was ordered to by probation. They're just stupid old people that, not old, but seems like sob stories of, I mean, it helps them, but it just seems so, stereotypical, I guess you'd say, of what you think it would be. It puts me in the mind of that Kenny Chesney song when he first came out, That's Why I'm Here. I've been there, that's why I'm here. Or whatever. It just, and God bless him, I feel sorry for him, you know, because alcohol's a bitch. They say it's the hardest drug to get off of. And I remember being in jail, and this dude that was in there had been on he'd been drunk for like 30 years, literally. He'd been drinking moonshine and straight liquor. I mean, wake up drinking and drink it all day long. He came off that shit when had DTs or whatever, was seeing shit, went fucking crazy, and then died in jail from DTs. I guess that's what it is, DTs, but coming off the alcohol, he died like a day or two after coming off of it. That's some fucking hardcore shit. They say that's the hardest shit to get off of. Heroin, there's only one way out of that, that's death. What do they say? The way in's a bag, the way out's a box. I mean, people get off of it, but that seems like a dumb game to even go into. Feeling, when coming off of it, feeling like there's a demon inside of you trying to claw its way out, and puke, snot, and everything coming. I've been off of shit for a year and something. I feel great, man. I still feel like shit. Not because of that. I just don't feel like doing shit. I'm like, dude, my face looks wet. My chin all shrunk up. Anyway, still drink the fuck out of coffee. Ugh. Not drugs, man. Not drugs. Thought shit would magically be better once I stopped. Like that was the cause of all the fighting and it wasn't. Stopped, I got drunk. There's this hurricane coming through. We've never had a hurricane this far inshore or whatever. It was supposed to be like a category 5. And I went and stocked up. Everybody was saying whatever and people were flipping out. And I went and took and got so much water. Went and bought a first aid kit, like this big rollable thing we still have. It's got like levels all the way up to severe fucked up. And it comes with a glow stick and a warming pad. I mean, all the way down from I got a paper cut or the splinter all the way up to my legs cut off. What? But all the way up, big old safety kit. I got food, I got flashlights, bunch of batteries, I got everything for the thing. Sat there and was watching the Weather Channel. It was like constant and it hit the shores of North Carolina Beach or whatever, and it was hitting hard, tearing shit up. And I was freaking out, worried about my family. Standing there, and I imploded, dude. I had a nervous breakdown. I don't know why, and I just went crazy. I mean, I don't know what happened. It just, my brain just fried. I just could not take. I mean, I don't know what. I've been through some stressful shit. I mean, like everybody, I've been through some bad shit in my life. I mean, you know, like losing people and, you know, hard times. But this, for some reason, and it didn't even hit us, just some hard rain, because it weakened and weakened and weakened, but it was a level 5 when it was started, and it stayed that way, and I just flipped the fuck out and lost it, and then got drunk or whatever, and tried to kill myself. I took a razor blade. I'm not talking about slit my wrist. I took that bitch on the razor and started cutting layers off of my fucking skin. And I don't even think I was trying to kill myself. I was just out of my fucking mind, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't think I was gonna kill myself. You know, I wasn't like, oh, I can't take this work. I just flipped the fuck out.
Where's Mama?
Mama, she's at work. Damn, she's almost home. I flipped the fuck out. Went to the hospital. They was gonna send me to, they wasn't gonna let me go. I stayed there every night. They wrapped my arms. Luckily, my tattoos cover most of the scars. And, they wasn't gonna let me go home. They was gonna send me to this place. Because because they were scared I was gonna hurt myself, and they brought in a video monitor, and I spoke my words. I, you know, conned my way out of that motherfucker, even though I was still fucked up in the head and was still really didn't know what was going on. I mean, I was still, oh my God, my brain was just, but I faked it to hell and was like, I don't know why these kids fucking cut, man. Did it on accident, you know. I got drunk and went, and, you know, I was like, this was stupid. What the fuck? I was drunk. I was like, I don't want to kill myself. I got my little kid right here. I got my wife at home. Why the fuck I want to die? Do I look like a stupid teenager? And I talked my way out of it. Went back home. Didn't drink no fucking more. Went into my own little solid fucking head. Got one of them things off Finger Hut, which I only owe $97 on. It was a fresh start thing. It builds your credit. Or $92 on, and it's paid off. Have not paid it. Oh my God, tithing. What the fuck? Maybe I didn't tithe and this is screwing me over. No bad joke, but did not pay it. And now my credit's fucked. Damn, the phone ring got cut off. What the fuck? Now my credit's fucked. But I sat there and played Final Fantasy for months straight. I mean months straight. Until we moved here. Till I found out we was moving. Then I focused all my fucking energy on packing and calling places like the water place and insurance places. Focused all my energy. Stop. Keeps fucking calling, cutting it off. Focused all my fucking energy on that. And then finally got here. Took that, it was one of them Nintendo boxes where it has all the games from back in the day, one of the retro, and it had Final Fantasy, which I hadn't played in a long fucking time. Played it over and over and over. I really want to go play it again, but whatever. And it's up in the closet now. I don't even play it. I opened the box the other day. I was like, what's this? And it was that. And over and over and over and over and over. And moved here and I hadn't done it again since. And somehow snapped out of my shell. Plus, I went to a psychiatrist and got put back on Adderall because of attention deficit disorder and, well, whatever. And the shit changed. And that was goodbye to alcohol and drugs. And God makes shit happen. Like I said, God smacked me in the fucking face because I wouldn't listen. Sent a hurricane. Took a razor blade, made me take a razor blade and shave off the dumbass I was. And sent me to this new house, a new life. made me pack and learn how to take care of shit or try to take care of shit to prepare to move here to take the initiative to start a new life, and came here and haven't done it. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I thought about that God might be I mean, I know God keeps me off of it. Well, God don't keep me off of it. It's my choice. But I walked through the beer section and shit and thought about drinking. Not thought about it like oh God, I wish I had a drink. But thought about it like, what if I drank and it just... It's not like smoking a cigarette where I'll smoke a cigarette every once in a while to remember why I don't like it. The thought of drinking is just blah. Why did I drink? It tastes like ass. Who drinks and is like, that's good? Who's like, damn, it's a hot day and man, this cold beer is good? It ain't the cold beer, it's the cold fucking liquid. Chugging a cold Pepsi or a cold Mountain Dew or especially some cold tea, which this thing right here keeps this shit cold. I got this the other day, $25 for a fucking cup, 22. Who pays this much for a fucking cup? I did, dumbass. Cold tea on a hot day, that tastes good, not fucking cold beer. You drink cold beer on a hot day to get drunk on a hot day. Maybe it tastes good to somebody else, my opinion, no. But haven't wanted that since. That's cool, okay? That's cool. I'm glad. I got an addictive personality, I'm always addicted to something. I became addicted to Final Fantasy, and just like alcohol, where I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna quit, what am I gonna do? Same thing with Final Fantasy. I played it for months and months and months and months and months. The same game over and over and over. I'd beat it, start over and over and over. Wake up, play it all day. Switch to packing and doing. I packed that whole fucking house by myself pretty much. I'm not playing. What am I gonna do when it's over? Started that futon thing, which was stupid. It looked cool, it was a good idea. Over and over and over. What am I doing when I'm done? It carried over to here. Building shit, trying shit. Start off at the tool room. Oh my god, breaking it down. Didn't even really fucking need a tool room. What to build it? To build what? And started building shit. What I'm gonna do? Then hit this tree house. And that's where it's been. And what I'm gonna do when it's done. Now it's done, I'm painting it. I got projects now planned after I paint it. Not like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm really gonna do it. I mean, compared to that treehouse, it's kind of a relief. But life's good, man. It's tough, it's irritating. Could be a lot worse. Man, it could be so much worse. It has been worse. It has been a lot worse. Life is good right now to complain. That's the type of how life is right now. Life is at the point right now where there's a lot of shit to complain about. But there's so much that's awesome going on right now. And the biggest problem, the shit we complain about that sucks, is something we can't do nothing about right now, like certain shit with money. We can't do nothing because we don't have the money. But the biggest problems we could take care of for free that we're not. Shit that would make us happy that we could fix, we're not doing nothing. Been over an hour, I think. The phone rang twice, so one video was like a minute and this one's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 58, 59, 6 minutes so far. Wife's getting ready to pull in the driveway. This has been a long talk, mostly about religion and quitting alcohol. It's basically been about God and shit he does in our lives. Allows to happen in our life. I like God. I think he's cool. I like talking to him. I don't like... I'm not getting into it again. It'll be another 7-hour video. Alright. Be good. Alright, I'm going. I'm gonna hit this red button again. Got a haircut. She told me to comb it a certain way. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Leave in the comment bar below if this is the way she told me to comb it. I was gonna say comment again. If this is the way she told me to comb it. Alright then. Alright then.